Moving pretty fast through this today. I won't be on here a long time because I got to run some errands and I have an appointment to get to. So let's jump into it. Hope everyone is doing well. How is everyone liking going to the different portals? Are you having fun with that? I hope you're enjoying that. Okay. It's a bright Monday morning. The sun is really intense right now. We are on day 2 of our portal work. So those of you that are watching this as a replay, just make sure you're keeping your frequencies going. So the frequency codes that we're given yesterday, we're going to continue those codes for today because that's going to be moving out a lot of different energies today. So today we're stepping into Kin 147. This is Gamma, and this is going to be all in the top part of the crown of the head. So this is where we are looking at the blue self-existing hand. So I define in order to know, measuring, healing, I seal the store accomplishment with the self-existing tone of form. I am guided by the power of abundance. I am Galactic Activation Portal. Enter me. The color is blue. The planet is Earth. The chakra is Heart. And the Earth family is Core. We do have a rune. Our message today is, even as you breathe, telepathic registration collapse lights years of meaning into single insight. Wow, even as you breathe, telepathic registrations collapse light years of meanings into a single insight. So this is an awakening consciousness of mediumship. This is also the cosmic cube. And this is also going to be, like I said, it's going to be right here in this part of our head. So waking up this morning, Spirit was all about just keep things simple, move in higher dimensional vibrations to do what you need to do. And I said, okay, no problem. So let's look at the rune. Okay, and it's the Hagalas. And this is dealing with disruption, elemental power, heal. Change, freedom, intervention, and liberation are all attributes of this rune. Drawing it indicates a pressing need within the psyche to break free from restrictions, identifications with material reality, and to experience the world as an archetype mind. Yes! How many are you feeling that energy shift? That energy shifting is crazy. So the rune of elemental disruption of the events that seems to be totally beyond your control has the upright position, yet is always operated through the reversal. When you draw this rune, expect disruption, for it is the greater awakener. So if we really look at everything, how around our planet, here in the United States, there's a lot of disruption going on. A lot of disruption stuff is happening. So in that disruption, we have where we're able to see clearer. And that's what we want. We want to see beyond the illusion. We want to see beyond the manifested artificial timelines of events. Ooh, I like that. Ooh. Manifested artificial timelines of events. Think about that. So whatever you're seeing, you have to ask yourself, is that truth for me, or is that not truth, or does that align with me? You have to give yourself permission now to say, does that feel right to me? Does that feel aligned to me? If it doesn't feel aligned to you, that means it's not an alignment for you. And everything that you do now going forward, does that feel aligned to me? Okay. So we're in that space. Disruption takes many forms. Relationships fails, plans go awry, a source supplies dries up. But do not be dismayed. Whether you create disruption or whether it comes from the outside source, you are not without power in this situation. Your inner strength, the will you have, funding until now in life, provides support and guidance at the time when everything you have taken for granted is being challenged. So this rune is all about the universe, and your own soul are demanding that you do indeed grow. So in this change, you're going to be seeing yourself grow. You're going to see yourself grow out of certain things that you've been doing, certain things, routines that you've been doing, or maybe it's letting go of the belief that you have to continue working with certain people or companies in order for you to get ahead in what you want to do. And we have all of our gifts and everything inside of us. And all it requires you to do is just to tap into it, just to trust yourself. Breaking free from the construct of this made up world is going to be a challenge for all of us. Now, I had a realization yesterday and a flashback of a year and a half ago. I think it was a year and a half ago when I sat, and I remember it when I was in a dimensional galactic meeting with a lot of healers, grid walkers. We were having a huge, big cosmic meeting. And I remember saying everybody was leaving certain areas and hightailing it over to Florida. And I said in that meeting, everyone cannot be piling up over into the east coast of Florida thinking it's going to be safe. It's a trick. Pay attention to the energies and what's happening in Florida, what's coming up the coastline. Okay, lucky enough, I checked in with a grandmother in Puerto Rico, and they got a lot of the rain because she's on the south side, so she got a lot of the rain, but didn't get hit full on with that storm, which was really good. But what that hurricane is doing is coming right up towards Florida area on that coastline, and not going to be good because the way it's designed, it's gonna come up there and be a monster. So hopefully we can hold the light enough to pull that energy out of it so it won't be so destructive. That's what we want to do, is just pull that intentional destructive energy down where it's not going to be destructive and harm a lot of people and animals and all of that. But if it's going to do what it's going to do, it's going to do what it's going to do. Because right now, what is that disruption? It's out of our hands. Okay. So there's a bigger part here that's playing. So on our tone, we have tone number 4. I slept really good last night. Oh my God. So I hope all of you had a chance to make your salt bowls and put that underneath your bed. If you're new here, welcome to Be So Light. My name is Felicia, as well as Priestess Makala. I am the Galactic Spiral Light Priestess that works with the codes of the spiral light and for healing. And I do trainings and teachings, but right now I'm working this 10-day program of the wave. So here we go. Tone number 4 is define, measure, and form. It is only through the operation of measure as wholeness and order that any manifestation can occur as a coherent organism. Measure the form giving principle of energy. It is represented by the number 4, the Mayan factor. The 4 directions, the 4 seasons, the 4 elements, the 4 limbs, the 4 chambers of the of the heart, of the human heart. Okay, the human heart is being leveled up to 5 chambers. Either a spiritual energy of a fifth chamber, or some of the children are being born with a 5th chamber in the heart. It's been noted. Okay, that 5th chamber is allowing sustainability in the higher dimensional energies. All right, so this is with the 4 sides of the tetrachronodon. The 4 delivers structures into the 3rd dimension, and the 4 offers double stability. It provides a uniform foundation which nature orders and builds upon. So this is that tone that we're in, and that's what we're connecting into today. So this is going to be a heavy week energetically. Codes are going to be very straight on point, received, straight in. There's going to be a lot of glitching people. A lot of glitchiness will be going on. So just pay attention. Let's jump into the meaning. We're going to go ahead and ground and center ourselves and bring in the next grounding element. Yesterday, we started off our medicine with fire. Today, we're going to go into earth. So bring both hands to the heart. Taking a nice deep breath. Feel into your breath. And allow the belly to expand as you breathe in. Exhaling out. Breathe. Exhale in, exhale out. Now all I need you to do is just visualize a beautiful orb of light right above your head. That is a diamond white light of orb of light directly from the true source creator. It goes past the artificial timelines, past the inorganics, of NEPs, and straight into the true creator energy. And just allow that energy to just come into that orb of light as it comes down through the soul star, into the crown, into the 3rd eye, down into the throat, down into the high heart self and heart space, expanding here. Breathe. And then allow that energy to flow straight down into the solar plexus, into the sacral, into the root, down past the legs, down into the earth star, down into the water star. Breathe here. And allow yourself to ground and center into the higher timeline of Mother Earth, into the organic timeline of Mother Earth, divine organic timeline of Mother Earth. And now bring both hands back to the heart space and just feel into that space. Feeling that center core. Feel that light emanating a beautiful pulse connecting to the higher organic timeline of Mother Earth, her sacred space. See yourself connecting into the earthing of the mud, the rocks, down into the center of that, down into the new core of her pulse, her heart. See it emanating a strong pulse, a strong rhythm, a strong echo, a strong frequency. Let this frequency sustain you. You might even feel your body waving right now as you are linking up, anchoring into her pulse, her heartbeat. Breathe. Just say thank you. Thank you for sustaining you. Thank you for grounding you into a higher field of energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as we ground and center into her, she is able to disperse energy through us that also will help stabilize things around us. Just breathe. And now taking a nice deep breath as that wave continues through your body. Exhale it out. Just breathe. Know that you are strong. Know that you are centered. Know that you have clarity and you called in through the spirit of the earth. Spirit of the earth. The north gate. Breathe. Connecting to the crystals, connecting to the salt of the earth. Let it sustain you. And allow that energy to just push down, tethering into the earth, grounding and centering, feeling that. And come back to place. All right, let's jump into, if you got your crystals going on today, it'd be really good to be working with your crystals today. Look at this. So beautiful. Just love the crystal. Make sure you are wearing your crystals today. Got yourself covered before you go out running around into the world today. So, Guardian of the Stones, we're doing the stones because we called in the spirit of earth, and I like this. The Guardian of Stones, awakening, progress, initiation. Look at this picture. This is how we're starting our day off. OMG. Beautiful. Okay, what is it that we seek? What do you seek? Is the question. What are you seeking? What do you seek? What do you seek? What are you looking for? In the blue self-existing hand, what is that energy pertaining to? What is that bringing you into? The message that follows this is surrender to the flow. Surrender to the flow. Surrender to the flow. No, I said take a nice deep breath in and come on back into yourself. You're here. You're breathing. Okay, your pathway, the unwelcome, clear energies, helpers of your highest good only. Yes, please bring this in. Bring that in. Yes, you're back, Shay. Today we're just calling in the element of the earth and grounding and centering ourselves. Because yesterday we started off with the fire. Tomorrow will be air. The follow-up with the unwelcome is I am. Accept yourself as you are, a divine spark of light. And now the questions that follow into that part. Wow, this is interesting. A lot of interesting things with animals today. We got the tiger and we got the lion. Okay, so what is the resistance? Number 14, obstacles to what is the obstruction to your flow? What is being obstructed? And here is something I want you to think of. What is the suppression? What is the suppression? What is suppressing you? What is depressing you? What is the oppression to you? See how those words have that unsh on the end? Now the light with the resistance is going to be divine animals. So pay attention as you go up in your frequency. Animals will be coming to you in different ways and really stepping into that communication with you. They're going to be speaking their own energy truth to you. So, and now let's look at the Beyond Lemurian as the wrap up of this message. Any questions about how you are feeling right now? So after this, feel free to go over to Marty if she has her post up, drift over to her channel, and then go over for your sound bath onto the Instagram where Donna has posted her sound bath. It was really pretty yesterday. Number 49 now. Interesting. We got the infinity. Breathe that in. All right. I want you to pay attention to if your light language starts to kick in and it feels different. Then you need to ask yourself, your higher self, which energy is this? Which star energy is this coming from? So that you will be able to understand why that code is coming up for you now to speak. Okay. Pay attention to how you're taking in your water. Pay attention to how you're feeling. The codes that we activated yesterday, we're going to keep those codes for today. We're going to keep moving those codes through today. And we'll do new codes for tomorrow. I want to give ourselves some time to really work with that parasite code that helps to really go in there and move things through. Want to make sure you add that good pineapple to your smoothies so that it really helps with that detoxification. And if you can make that time to sweat. Some of us are just sweating at will. Some are just sweating just to be sweating. So that's a part of detoxing also. All right, lovelies, I'm coming on just this quick to bring in the activation of today where we're stepping into that blue self-existing hand. And really, those of you that if this is your kin today, you're going to be paying attention to things around you. You're going to make sure you shield up and just know that the energy is going to be twice as higher for you when you have your own kin of the day. All right. All right, lovelies. If there's no questions, we have already brought in the earth energy element. Tomorrow we'll bring in the air. Hi, lovely. Are you doing the 10 days? Are you participating in the 10 days? I hope everyone's doing it. And please, more than ever, make sure you are doing your journaling, okay? So make sure you go over to Marty because her portal will have another teaching, and then go over to Donna, over to Amethyst Strain 23 on Instagram, and she will have the third portal of activation. So you get medicine all day today, just like yesterday. We're going to keep this building, okay? So everyone gets this medicine of frequency and healing and questions the spirit and inspiration, things to get that stuff up and moving. Okay. Really important for this week because we got some really interesting planetary things happening. So let's get that alignment going. Okay. So the one word I want you all to think about is, what is suppression? What is suppression? What is suppression to you? What is depression to you? And what is oppression? Oppression. Okay. Because those three right there are always being used upon humanity. All right. So if you feel into those words and you see those words for what they are, and you say to yourself, hey, I just don't want to be suppressed anymore. I don't want to have depression anymore. I don't want to be oppressed anymore. Break the contract with suppression, depression, oppression. All right. All right, lovelies. Be good to yourself. Much love. Enjoy your day. Stay grounded into yourself. All right. Hop over to the next portals. All the information is in the first description box on the first video if you didn't get a chance to do that. So, like, if you're in the 10 days, be in the medicine. You're got great opportunity here to build a lot of momentum for what you need to take form, okay, to bring in to materialize. And that's why we're doing this. This is a great time of materializing things. All right. All right, lovelies. I will see you tomorrow for the third day. And this is going to be going by really fast, okay, because time has definitely accelerated. I don't even feel like we're in August. I feel like we're already in the end of September. That's where I'm feeling it. How about you? What are you feeling? All right. See you tomorrow. Bye.